In next question, using Green's theorem, we have to prove that the area enclosed by plane curve is equal to half single integration of x dy minus y dx. So it can be written like half minus y dx plus x dy. By Green's theorem, the single integration of phi dx plus psi dy is equal to double integration of del psi by del x minus del phi by del y dx dy. And when we equate this with left hand side, the value of phi will be, as we can see, phi is differentiated with respect to x, therefore the value of phi will be minus phi, whereas the value of psi will be x. For this question we have to put phi is equal to minus phi and psi is equal to x. And when we differentiate this psi with respect to x, the value of del psi by del x will be 1, and the value of del phi by del y, when phi is differentiated with respect to y, the value of del phi by del y will be minus 1. So we put all the values in the statement of Green's theorem on left hand side as well on right hand side. Therefore the integration of x dy minus y dx, in place of phi we have to put minus y, and in place of psi we have to put x. Therefore the value of single integration of x dy minus y dx is equal to double integration of the value of del psi by del x is, since it's 1 and it is minus 1, therefore it is 1 minus minus 1, which is 2. So the right hand side is now double integration of 2 dx dy, from where we can take 2 as common. Therefore we have an equation that single integration of x dy minus y dx is equal to 2 times double integration of 1 dx dy. Therefore double integration of 1 into dx dy will be half of x dy minus y dx. We have proved this, that double integration of 1 dx dy is equal to half of single integration of x dy minus y dx. And we all know that this is the formula of finding area. This is area of a surface. Area of a surface is a single integration of 1 dx dy. Therefore we have shown that using Green's theorem, that the area is equal to half of single integration of x dy minus y dx. This is an application of Green's theorem. Next we will solve some questions using line integration. So here we have our question. In this question we have to evaluate line integration of y square dx minus x square dy along the curve C, where C is a triangle whose vertices are 1 0, which is point A, and 0 1, which is point B, and minus 1 0, which is point C. So the triangular curve is ABC, where point A is at 1 0, B is at 0 1, and C is at minus 1 0. So along the three curves, along the three lines A to B, B to C, and C to A, we have to evaluate our line integration, since the curve is a triangle which has three sides. So along each sides or along each line we have to integrate, and then we have to add them to get the line integral. So the line integration of y square dx minus x square dy has been now splitted into three parts: integration along AB, integration along BC, and integration along CA. You remember that the direction will be anti-clockwise. In vector we have to calculate all the line integral anti-clockwise direction. So along AB, this is the line AB. So it is a line joining the point 1 0 and 0 1, and when we find its equation using geometry, the equation of line joining point 1 0 to 0 1 will be x plus y is equal to 1. So the equation of AB will be x plus y is equal to 1. So in place of y we have to put 1 minus x here In place of y we have to put 1 minus x, and in place of dy it will be minus dx. So the integration will be now with respect to x only, since in place of dy we have to put minus dx. So we will see the limits of x. So a is the starting point and b is the ending point, therefore limits of x will be from 1 to 0. So now we evaluate the integration along AB. So in place of y square we have put 1 minus x square, and in place of dy we have put minus dx, and when we take dx as common, the integration is now 2x square plus 1 minus 2x dx, and limits are from 1 to 0 along AB. So when we integrate this with respect to x, the integration of 2x square will be 2x cube by 3, integration of 1 will be x, and integration of minus 2x will be minus 2x square by 2, and limits are from 1 to 0, and we have to apply upper limit minus lower limit. So if we simply calculate it as upper limit minus lower limit, the upper limit will be 0 and lower limit will be minus 1 plus 1 minus 2 by 3, which is equal to minus 2 by 3. So along AB the line integration is equal to minus 2 by 3, and the second line is line along BC. So let's check the diagram. So this is the diagram along the line BC. So the line BC is a line joining point 0 1 to point minus 1 0. So when we use the formula of line joining two points, we have equation of the line BC as y minus x is equal to 1. So in place of y we have to put 1 plus x, and in place of dy it will be dx. So the integration is now with respect to x only, and the limits of x will be from 0 to minus 1. Let's check by diagram how the limits will be changing. From B to C, the limits of x will be from 0 to, here the value of x as we can see it is 0, and here it is minus 1. So the limits of x will be from 0 to minus 1. So the limits of x will be from 0 to minus 1, and in place of y we have to put 1 plus x, so y square will be 1 plus x square dx, and in place of dy we have to put dx, and when we take dx as common, the integration will be, here we have to use the formula of x plus 1 whole square, which will be x square plus 2x plus 1, and minus x square it will be 2x plus 1 dx, and the limits are from 0 to minus 1. And when we integrate this with respect to x, the integration of 1 will be x, then integration of 2x will be 2x square by 2, which is x square. So the integration is now x plus x square, and the limits are from 0 to minus 1. And when we apply upper limit minus lower limit, the final integration will be 0. And the last line is the line along CA. So let's check the diagram and let's find out the limits. Since the third line is the line CA, as we can see it is the x-axis, therefore here the value of y is 0, therefore dy will be 0. So in place of y we have to put 0, in place of dy we have to put 0, and the value of the limits of x will be from minus 1. This is the starting point and this is the ending point. Since in vector integration we have to use the anti-clockwise direction, therefore the limits will be from x is equal to minus 1 to x is equal to plus 1. So let's calculate the integration along CA. Alright, this is along BC, and now this is along CA. Here y is 0, dy is equal to 0, and the limits of x from -1 to +1. So the integration is now, in place of y we have to put 0, in place of dy we have to put 0. Therefore it is the integration of 0, and it is definite integration. And do remember that definite integration of a 0 is always 0. Therefore the third integration is 0. So finally the line integral of the function y square dx minus x square dy along the given triangle is equal to first part plus second part plus third part. Therefore the final integration is minus 2 by 3 plus 0 plus 0. So finally the integration is minus 2 by 3. So this is all about line integration. Thank you.